Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Today is Tuesday, February 17th. I wanted to come on here and speak on some things that Olivia was speaking about in this live she did this morning. I did see briefly, very briefly, some of the lives she did prior to this one. If I can be completely honest, I am very disturbed that here it is, Olivia, and I don't know the actual date, but Olivia came on live around January 28th, letting the people know that she was just released from jail. And we know, according to Olivia, she was in jail for 43 days, okay? When she went in jail, she was pregnant, and she was with baby daddy number 4. She got out of jail, and she did a live shortly before this one where her and her baby daddy got into a situation where they're no longer together. And she let it be known that she used him while she was still locked up. And now she is entertaining another relationship. So I'm trying to figure out, in the 43 days that this girl was locked up, got out of jail, and in less than a month, you are entertaining another man that you claim to already love. See, this is telling me everything that I've already suspected when it comes to the way I commentate on Olivia, because something's not computing when it comes to why Olivia acts the way she acts, why her thinking process is not where it should be, why she makes the decisions she makes, and why I have made it a point to say that when it comes to her children, she puts them on the back burner every time there is a man involved. And so when she came on this internet asking people, or just asking someone in general to give her examples of how she puts men before her kids, here we are again where Olivia is repeating the same bad choices, because you haven't even gotten your children yet, and you're already entertaining another relationship where your children are going to have to come back into a situation with you where they're going to have to be around yet another stranger, because they don't know this man. You don't even know this man. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get into this live that Olivia did this morning.
Hopefully you got laid on your back and thrown up in the air and catched in the air. You probably did it though, because you up over here, up my butt. I definitely did get my back cracked, girl. Most definitely did. It was amazing, actually. It was quite good, actually. It was quite amazing. It was quite life altering, actually. Yeah, I feel like as a content creator, I feel like unless you have like a child channel, you know what I mean? Like Ryan's World or whatever, like people, I understand you guys are saying like, Liv, how are the kids? That's totally fine, because I'm a mama. You guys are probably mamas, and that's normal shit. We all ask each other, how are our kids doing, you know? But being like trying to be petty about kid shit, or trying to be funny, or like I keep telling you guys are never going to change the fact that I have 5, almost 6 children. I do. I'm the mother of 5, almost 6 children. Nobody else is. So just stop with the petty bullshit, please. I don't care where my kids are. Guess where they're going to be forever? Up under their mommy. Because there's only one me. you know? Unfortunately, I know you guys want to rewrite history, but that doesn't really work.
I do find it interesting that Olivia is making it a point to try to make it seem like she doesn't have a channel that is about kids when you show your children all the time. And the way that you have spoken on other people's children, now that it's being done to you, you want to like try to feel as if you're in a position to say what other people are doing to you is wrong because you don't have a quote unquote family channel. That your channel is not about kids. But although you named your channel Love Live and you are the one who is predominantly on your channel, you are a mother and you do show a lot of your life where you are surrounded by some of your children. And even when you put AJ in front of the camera and you're having him say cuss words and you think it's funny, or when you're having AJ act as if he's spitting on another woman's grandmother's grave, you thought that was funny. It's always funny when it's you who's in the position to do the laughing and the making fun of, and being just completely disrespectful to other people and their children. But you don't like that people are making fun of the fact that you are now pregnant with your sixth child and you lost three of your other children. And although I'm not saying that is right, the facts remain. You didn't have any problems speaking on other people's kids and making fun of other people's kids and lying on other people's kids. Like, I just feel this is crazy because once again, you show that when the tables turn, you can't deal with the same pushback that you give to other people.
Okay, so I want to talk about so as you guys know, we're still talking about this. Look, it's only been, I don't know how long it's been. She said kids are so freaking expensive. They are. It's only been, I got out the 28th. What's today? Is today the 17th? 28, 9, 30, 31. So it's been 20 days. Oh, it's been 20 days since I got out. Okay, cool. So it's still kind of fresh. It hasn't even been a month. So we're still talking about it because there's still things that need to be said. Okay. So when I got locked up, right, you guys, when I got locked up, we know we're not dumb. You guys were out here. I was locked up, so I didn't even see nothing. I'm still catching up. I still have emails from December that I'm opening still. Like literally, that I'm finding, because they're all the way a couple pages behind, and I'm opening them, and people are sending me links, and Liv, when you get out, this, and this, Liv. I see, and plus I see a lot of people were like, Liv, keep your head up, even though I wasn't reading my emails. But I appreciate you guys, the ones who looked out for me and cared. I really do appreciate that. And another reason why I want to keep talking about this is because it's a big deal. People don't think it's a big deal, but it's a big deal, what was done. I was laying down last night after my man fell asleep. After I put his ass to sleep, okay?
Wow. See, I didn't even know she was going to speak on exactly how long she's been out of jail. But the fact that she said this and then proceeds to say that her new man came over and put it down, it's crazy to hear. Because you just openly admitted out of your mouth that you've been out of jail for 20 days. 20 days. Wrap your mind around that. You've been out of jail for 20 days. And you are already allowing another man to have access to your body while pregnant with another man's baby. Are you freaking kidding me here? Oh my gosh. What? 20 days? You don't know anybody in just 20 days. You don't let this man know where you live at. He's in your home spending a night. You're already giving him access to your body, and you've only been out of jail for 20 whole days. This is insane.
And I was going through my emails, and somebody sent me an email. Thank you, baby. She be sending me she be keeping me on top of everything. I got an email, and this is not important, and I'm not gonna talk about this person, like, for real. I just want to note something. Somebody sent me this email of this content creator who's here on YouTube. Her and I have disliked each other. I don't know. You know what? I've never even disliked this girl. This girl and I have just had our issues because of whatever. I don't know. To me, it was very jump on the bandwagon, hate live campaign-ish that this person was doing. Because you get more views if you talk bad about me. You get more followers, you know, in this sector. You understand? But I never had a problem with this girl. You know, she had a problem with me since day one. I don't know why. But anyway, they sent me this video, and she was being sympathetic. And I don't care. I don't care. It's not like it matters, because it doesn't matter. But it showed me and this particular person is from California, okay? It showed me that California people are the real ones. I'm just like, there's fake everywhere. But I don't know. There's something different built in people from Cali. Like, I don't know. And I can say that about every state, honestly. But I'm just saying, like, I was shocked. You know, I was shocked to see that woman have some type of heart and, like, empathy towards my situation. And I was like, good job. You know what I mean? Good job. Like, that's good. People think that being evil and keeping evilness going is the way to go. You know what I mean? Like, you give me that energy, I'm going to give you that energy right back. I match energy. All this bullshit, mumbo jumbo, all this stuff that people say and think when they are broken. Yes, girl. Yes, Jen. Yes. I was shocked. And it was nice to see that woman actually put herself in my shoes, reflect, and decide to be the bigger person. That was inspiring to me. You know, even though we don't like each other or we have difference of opinion or whatever the case may be, love and goodness outshines the bad, you know, and that's it. Even if you see somebody that you don't particularly like doing the right thing, it should and it will encourage you to do the right thing. So that's why it's like, don't ever forget that, people. Like, try to choose to do the right thing.
I mean, I don't even understand this right here, because I have seen people in my comment section that are also from California. My best friend is from California. And they have all felt the same when it comes to a lot of things that I think we all kind of share in common when it comes to the things that Olivia shows on the internet. But the fact that who she's referring to is from California and she sympathized with her, that's all she could see. That's the only person that she could ever allow herself to see is trying to give her somewhat the benefit of the doubt because she's from California. Like, honestly, that just doesn't make sense to me because, like I said, my best friend is from California and she sees it for what it is when it comes to Olivia's life. I think in a lot of ways, a lot of us, regardless if we're from California, if we're from Texas, if we're from, if you're from Nebraska, I don't know where everybody watches. You could be in a whole nother country. I think it's weird to say that the only people that she will acknowledge that are trying to extend some type of sympathy for her, or, they're trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, if you will, she will only acknowledge those individuals if they just happen to be from California. I just think it's weird. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because I see people all the time in my comment section that have given Olivia the benefit of the doubt, and they just got to a point where they just can't give her the benefit of the doubt anymore because of how she continues to show up as a woman, as a mother, year after year. I've seen people say they are presently trying to give this woman the benefit of the doubt. Like, and I don't know where these people are from. I don't feel that matters. I just think it's so weird that Olivia picks and chooses who she will take the time to acknowledge. And I just feel it also proves the point that if you are not agreeing with whatever it is Olivia wants you to agree with, she's not going to acknowledge you. She's not going to take anything that you say into consideration. And this is why I said in the last video that the people that are in Olivia's circle, the people that she chooses to listen to, are the ones that are either kissing her behind, they don't want to tell her the truth because they're trying to stay in her good graces, or they're just not in a position to begin with to even know how to discern what's going on in her life. So therefore, they subscribe to everything that she got going on. But I think it's even more crazy to hear Olivia say how people shouldn't be trying to match other people's energy. And it's just like, girl, like, you really just be moving along life forgetting the stuff that you have said and done. It's like this girl be just setting wildfires and she's just forgetting that she has done this. Like, you have said multiple times that you will match another person's energy. You've said that. But now you're trying to make it seem like people who do that are pretty much whack. That you shouldn't do that. And that you should always do the right thing. Like, again, I just feel you always have a different version of what it is that you want to portray on the internet when you're catching heat. When other people are doing to you what you have done to other people, you try to speak differently. You try to act differently. You try to, make people be more responsible in how they treat you. But when it's you doing it, it's okay for you to be irresponsible when it comes to how you treat other people. Like, it's just weird.
And in that, it's not like you're gonna be nothing's gonna be taken away from you because you do the right thing. Nothing's gonna, or you be the bigger person. You're not gonna suffer anymore. You're not gonna lose any more sleep. No, if anything, you're gonna have good return. When you put good out, you get a good return back. And it goes with both, good and bad. So I'm sure, she's been living good. I'm sure she's not been having issues. I'm sure she's been getting her good return because she chose to be a good person in that moment. And I say that because a lot of people celebrated my downfall. They celebrated, no, I'm not going to call it a downfall because it wasn't a downfall. It was a moment in time that I was being punished for something that I didn't deserve to be punished for. I don't deserve to be punished for being the mother of my kids. I don't deserve to be playing this game. I don't deserve to do none of this, but I take it on the chin because I'm a gangster and because it's the cards I was dealt, me and my children were dealt. But regardless, a lot of people celebrated that moment in time where I was hurt. I'll say that because I was hurt. And these people, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be messy. I could be messy. But you don't celebrate people's downfall, or you don't you don't kick people when they're down, or you don't do that because your misfortune could be right around the corner.
Wow, this is actually kind of hard to watch. But I'm gonna keep going with this. It's just irritating me because I see what Olivia is doing. First off, you definitely been watching the videos. I can always tell when Olivia is watching the videos that I'm putting out. But what's making me very irritated is, first off, you call it what it is. That was a downfall moment. You had a downfall moment. And she's speaking on all of this because she's speaking about karma. She's tired of people, throwing in her face, she's dealing with karma. I mean, it is what it is, Olivia. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. It doesn't matter if you don't want to accept the fact that you have been dealing with karma. It doesn't change the fact that you are experiencing your downfalls. Again, you have a tendency of wanting to always dress up the issues that you are living in. And that's crazy to me. But what makes it so irritating is she's kind of using my talking points to try to put it back onto the people to make herself out to look a certain way. Everybody in this sector was not celebrating the fact that you was in jail. I myself was still trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I myself was actually praying for you. While you was in jail, I was praying for your children, and I was praying for you. You know what I was praying about, Olivia? I was actually praying that God kept you safe. I was praying that God would let no hurt, harm, or danger come near you. I was praying that God would allow you to really get to a place within your mind where you could understand where you were. Understand what led up to you being in that place, in that moment. I was asking God to give you clarity, give you understanding, to heal your heart, to help you really heal and move on with your life. I was praying that God would help you be a better woman, a better mother to your children. Yeah, this is what I was praying. And to hear you speak about, being the bigger person, I was just having a conversation about that pertaining to, you and Jasmine. For you to talk about, not kicking someone while they're down. Like, Olivia, this is what you loved doing. This is what you enjoyed doing when it came to other women here in this same sector. Like, again, I think it says a lot when you pretty much come on here and you say all of these things and you act as if, everybody has forgotten everything that you've said and done, and you want to rewrite history and make yourself out to be someone who has always voiced, what is right, who has always, displayed on this internet what it looks like to do the right thing, to be the bigger person, to not match people's energy, to not, treat people bad, to not celebrate people's downfalls. You want to act as if this is who you've always been, and you have not been. This has not been who you've shown yourself to be. And it's very frustrating and it's very irritating to listen to you say all of this and to watch how you're trying to reprimand other people when you are guilty of doing the exact same thing. I just think this is so crazy to me.
And that's what people don't understand. People don't understand that. They just don't get it. And I wish that they did, because they would have a better outcome with things in life. Because there's things that I see to this day. I could laugh and kick people when they're down. I could keep the evil and the wrong going. But for what? For what? Honestly, that woman that I watched last night speak empathy on me, it makes me feel more empathy for others. Honestly, it makes me feel more love for others. So, I've said this before. Like, I do wish everybody the best. I do. People I've beefed with, people I've talked shit about, people I've put down, people I've hurt their feelings, people I've had no business in their business. You know what I mean? I sincerely do apologize. And I wish I could take it back. I can't. It is what it is. It happened. It happened for whatever reason it happened, you know? But regardless of what other people did to me to make me react that way, it's still not okay too. We're taught these types of things when we're very, very, very young. 2 wrongs don't make a right. We don't listen, like we don't follow it as we get older because we're grown, right? We're grown. We ain't got to listen to that. But we're taught this stuff when we are AJ's age.
That's actually very interesting. I did not expect to hear her say that in this live. So she's acknowledging that she has, did a lot of wrong things. She has treated people poorly. She has made fun of people's downfalls. And, she's saying right here that she apologizes for doing those things. And if she could take it back, she would. All you can do when it comes to someone openly acknowledging things and apologizing for things is you can only accept it for what it is and hope that the person giving the apology is being genuine. Time will tell if Olivia actually meant what she just said right here. Because if she goes back to what she's always done, which is making fun of women, talking about women, hitting below the belt, all the things that we have been accustomed to seeing Olivia be and show herself to be on this internet. If she goes back to that, we know that what she said right here wasn't genuine. But if going forward, we see her no longer participating in these things and not acting this way or doing these things that she's openly acknowledging that she has done, then we can see that she actually was genuine and she meant what she said. But like I said, time will tell if what she's saying right here is genuine.
Are you afraid of getting jumped in LA? Let me tell you something. I wasn't afraid to get jumped in Texas County Jail. And you think I'm scared to get jumped in my city? Never. Never have I been scared of anybody ever putting their hands on me. Except for a man. Maybe a man I was dealing with in the past. But no, I don't fear for my life. I don't fear for my life. I don't fear for my safety. I don't have no reason to. I'm very divinely protected. For real. For real. I told you guys this before. I feel like I have a bubble around me. And like I said, I talked my shit in jail. Let me tell you, them hormones were hormoning, okay? And I talked my shit in jail. Nobody touched me. And not like I'm saying I'm the badass of the world. No, I'm just saying, look, you either gonna beat me, you gonna whoop me, or you're not gonna whoop me, right? I'm not scared of an ass beating. I've been through much worse, baby. Okay? Much worse. Much worse than somebody putting their dusty hands on me. So no. Once again, that's an immature question. Asked by an immature person. So we will move on from that. But just to clarify, Olivia's never been scared of anything. My whole life. Literally. The only thing I fear is losing the people I love. That's it and that's all. So, with that being said, I hope that everyone is happy, doing well. Just because shit happens to me in my life that is unjust and unfair, I would never want to see another woman go through that. So, I hope that everyone is enjoying their beautiful babies because you guys deserve to. Okay, your children deserve you. You deserve your kids. And peace to everybody, period. Just, I've said this before as well. Good morning, baby. I think people need to chill on the karma police shit because you're not God. just I don't even like to speak on people's karma because how am I to know what is karma and what is not karma? Just because I step out tomorrow and get in a car accident, is that my karma? Like, bitches played with me when I was at my lowest. So now watching every single one of these bitches get their fucking karma is hilarious to me. It's so funny. Like, literally, I'm literally laughing out loud. I don't care, because I've been through the most, and bitches laughed at me. And each one of those bitches, one became homeless. The other one had to move into, like, a piece of shit. Like, it's like everybody is getting theirs. And it's like, haha, you stupid bitch. You really thought you could play with me. I just want to say that because it's so funny. It's been happening for months now. The other bitch was evicted. Girl, bye. You bitches are bums. Bums. You bitches don't go through that type of shit. You still are fucking bums. You still can't get shit done. You still get evicted. You still can't. Ugh, bitches are broke. Bitches are bums. I hate this sector, you guys. These are like the broke, dusty bum. Like, bitches who settle for anything. Bitches who get cheated on left and right because they just want a man by their side. And, like, all these bitches rooting them on because they're also desperate-ass, pick-me-ass bitches. It's like, ew. Ugh. This is not for me. This is not the place for me anymore. Karma's a bitch, ain't it, bruh? That's why you be a good person. That's why you don't laugh at other people, because you never know when your motherfucking shit pile is right around the corner, and then you're gonna be on YouTube crying because a motherfucker done cheated on you, or you done got evicted, or you said you bought a house and you really didn't buy a house, so now you in the 15,000th house this year, or you living out the car, or. Whew, girl, it's just too much. It's just too much. But I did have a good kiki.
See, this right here is what I be talking about, where Olivia is trying to rewrite her history. She's trying to rewrite a lot that she has said and done here on this YouTube. And to make it seem as if you don't be checking for nobody's karma when you clearly have. You've laughed, you've made fun of it, and for you to literally make fun of someone being evicted and you ended up becoming evicted, for you to make fun of someone being homeless, you've been homeless twice, according to you, for you to call people dusty and bums and broke, and yet you were begging for cash apps and for PayPal money. You were living in someone's home that was a friend of your sister's because for whatever reason you could not stay with your sister anymore. You had to get a roommate with someone that you didn't even know, got kicked out of their home, according to you, and ended up in your car, according to you. But this was the same thing you was laughing at when it came to other women here in the sector. You call people broke and dusty, but you're the one who keeps coming on the internet talking about how you're having to get rid of these roaches that's in your apartment. Like, it's not even hard to find these clips, Olivia. It's not hard. Because it's so much you have said and done on this internet that has angered and has offended and has hurt so many people. You have done a lot here in this sector. So it's crazy to me that you can come on here and pretend that you didn't do these things. To act as if you're not someone who was very much about pointing out other people's karma, because I've had to address that multiple times with you about how you can seem to always see everybody else's karma but your own. So once again, the shoe is on the other foot and the tables have been turned on you, and now you don't like it. You don't like how it feels. But this is what you was doing. This was you. This wasn't a made up clip. This is you in the flesh making fun of other people's karma. But you just got through saying you don't do that.
Or was that other person just not paying attention? And I almost got it. Let me tell you guys something. I almost just got in an accident the other day. I was leaving my storage. I was driving. And this guy was coming out of a parking lot and he wasn't paying attention, because you're supposed to stop when you have oncoming traffic. I had the right of way. He was supposed to stop and wait till the cars pass and then he can turn. he wasn't stopping. He was slowly, I mean, not slowly, but his car was just going, rolling. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But I swerved. I sped up and I swerved to swerve his car. I mean, not hit his car, but he still tapped my car. So what do? I get out the car. I mean, I turn around. He parked. I cussed his ass out. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. But I was really mad because in that moment, I was like, you're not paying attention. You're being stupid for no reason. I could have had my kids in the car. I didn't. You're lucky I didn't. Like I said, he tapped my car, so he like didn't put a dent or anything. Like there's like a minor scratch, but but still, like that could have been something bigger. Was that my karma? Did I avoid my karma? Like, you don't know what a person's karma is, so don't speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, and the more you speak on people, you want to wish them karma and this and that, they're not going to get it. It's not going to come. God distributes the karma, and he's the one to even decide or say if it is karma. So the people who speak on it and bask in people's pain and it's unfortunate. It really is. It's really unfortunate. But
Yeah, that was very interesting because that long pause after she said, and those who speak on it and bask in people's pain, you could see the pause. Then it looked like shame set in. But then she smiled because that was her way of acknowledging, yeah, you were guilty of that. See, Olivia definitely says a lot of right things, but her actions don't line up with the things she speaks. And so in this moment where we saw the pause, she realized in that moment, oh man, that was me. I was doing that. I've done that. Yeah. And the smile was her way of, like, that truth hit her smack dead in the face. I think this is sad. But again, she says she acknowledges what she's done. She says that she apologizes for what she's done. But I just feel that when a person truly is sorry and when they truly have come to terms within themselves that they have finally gotten the revelation that they need and they are able to really process it and they can take accountability for it, they don't have problems in showing up in conversations where they're letting it be known, you know what, I did this. You know what, I was guilty of that. You know what, I can speak on this right here because that was me. Olivia is kind of absent in that part of this, what she's talking about. And, again, I'm definitely on the fence with her apology. And that's why I said time will tell. Time will definitely reveal if Olivia was being genuine in what she was saying or if she was being disingenuous.
it's so funny because I said something to my man yesterday and he was like, "Who, you a bad motherfucker." Because I told him, I was like, and people speak on people's downfalls and it doesn't look too good for them once they do that. It's not a good look. It's just not a good look, It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not anything. Like, we are grown people. We're grown. Do you guys know we're grown? We're grown. I'm grown. I'm grown as hell. I'm grown as... Okay? Grown. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for that misery. Okay? Misery does not... I don't want to be that company. Okay? I don't. Not anymore. In the past, I have been, but y'all can have it. If the thing here on social media or whatever the case may be, if it is to be the most evil, the most hurtful, the most hurtful person out there, I don't want to win. That's the competition. I don't feel like winning. I don't feel like participating in. I don't. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Okay, so I want to speak on, I found your page a week ago. Girl, I appreciate you. Even if I don't know you. Makes me feel not alone. Oh, baby, you're not alone. You're right. Karma is not something to play with. And only God knows if it is. Yeah, it's true because... And it's the most craziest thing because bad things happen to good people all the time. You know what I mean? Who could make sense of that? Only God. That's it. We can't make sense of it. There are certain things that us little tiny, teeny humans on this earth try to make sense of. And it's like, baby, stop it. We're not supposed to be able to make sense of it. It doesn't make sense because it's not our place. That's why it doesn't make sense. I mean, don't you guys always ask that question? I know I do. When I see some innocent child or person being hurt and they don't deserve it, I'm like, why? Why would he allow that? Why would that happen to that person? Why would, you know, why? But there's a reason for everything. And in the darkest moments, I don't know. Things happen in people's darkest moments. So it's not for us to speak on. We can't speak on something we don't understand. So yeah.
I do agree that there are some things that happen in life or happens in life that we may never get full understanding on. But there are some things that we personally do go through in life that God does give understanding on. And it comes with seeking for understanding. When you are going through life and you're being rebellious and you're being hard-headed and you're not paying attention to the warning signs and the red flags, and you keep ending up in the same situation, yeah, you just are being intentionally oblivious to what it is that God is doing in your life. But when you come to a place within yourself where you get tired of being sick and tired, and you get tired of hitting the same brick wall and running into the same issues and dealing with the same dramas, you come to a point within yourself where you start to look up and you understand in that moment that you keep getting it wrong. There's something that you're not getting that's causing you to keep ending up in these same situations. But when you make the decision to look up and acknowledge that there is a God that is there to help you get back on track, turn your life around, and give you understanding, it's only in that moment where you make the decision to choose to seek for that understanding, to seek for God's help in the situations of your life that needs fixing, that needs to be helped. And so therefore, I do believe that there are things that God will give us understanding on, but you have to seek for it. You have to acknowledge that the way you're going about your own life, you're doing it wrong. That's the only way God will step in, is if you acknowledge Him in your situations and you acknowledge that you can't fix it, that only He can fix it. So I get why Olivia is saying what she's saying, because she refuses to acknowledge that there are people that are watching her life that actually is seeing it correctly. The things that we're saying about her life, we're seeing it correctly. And she doesn't want to acknowledge that. So therefore, once again, she likes to incorporate God into the situation to try to discredit what people like myself are saying, to make it seem as if it is impossible for anyone to understand what is going on in anybody's life. And I beg to differ. God definitely can give anybody understanding if they're seeking for it.
I'm super grown. 3 grown kids and 3 grandbabies. Yes, girl. We grown. Grown is sexy, honey. Okay, over here, we're grown is sexy. Yes. People think it's a dig. Oh, she's almost 40. Yes. Yes, very grown, honey. Growner than you. I'm a grown woman. Don't speak on grown woman business, okay? No. I cried a few days ago. Had to call CPS on my neighbor. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. I understand that. Like these pure, innocent children being hurt the way they've been hurt by these rich people. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But like I said, we cannot make sense of it because it doesn't make sense. You know, good things happen, bad things happen to good people all of the time. Who is to say that everything bad that happens to people is somebody's karma? You know, like I said, even though I went to jail and I did not deserve that, baby, it was something that benefited me in the long run. It showed me so much. It showed me so much. It woke me up to so much shit. And not just about myself, but about the world that we live in. Like, sometimes we get so caught up in our own bubble and our own shit, we forget that people out there are really struggling. So when you actually see people in the struggle, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the petty shit, financial struggle, not even the bullshit mental health struggle, like actually struggling from within. It changes your perspective on this petty bullshit. It really does.
Wow. Did Olivia just refer to mental health as being petty? Like, did she put that in the category of a struggle that is considered petty? Not being important? Not a serious issue? Like, what? Olivia, do you realize there are a lot of things that are happening in our world because of people who suffer from mental health? You got people shooting up elementary schools and high schools and going into college campuses, killing people due to mental health. You got pedophiles that do what they do because of mental health issues. You got people committing suicide because of mental health. Like, there are so many horrific things that are occurring every day in our world that is a result of someone who is dealing with mental health issues. And you refer to that as being a petty struggle. Okay.
Yeah, no, I understand. Did I journal? I wrote some stuff. I'm going to read it to you guys. I felt like I did a lot of work, you know, just because I've been blessed since I got out. You know, I've been blessed with, you know, this man that I'm with. This is definitely my husband. Like, I know it. And it's like, it's so crazy because it's like, when you know, you know. It's like, it's undescribable, and it's like, I don't even know what to say. But I look at that as a blessing. Like, I was sent my person. Finally. Finally. So I think that happened in this order because it was supposed to happen in this order. So I can't be mad at any of it. It's a journey. It's a journey, for real. And yeah, God, okay, because you guys know I'm having my own type of marriage. I don't believe in, you know, the conventional marriage. I don't believe in, that's just me. I'm not talking about bad about anybody or your marriage if you sign papers. I just don't like the government in my business. So I don't want to sign papers to let them further know me and this, you know, they don't need to be, I don't need to do anything through the government. I feel like I need to do things through God. Okay? I'm with a man who I fully believe that I have faith in him and I understand him. Like, we have an understanding that, like, I don't think he'll ever cheat on me. He's very honest, and our communication is so good. Like, it's so good. So, like, I don't ever have to worry about that type of thing. Because let me tell you something. I mean, I didn't know, like, right away, but, bitch, that's my husband. That is my husband. So, like, what is it? Like, what's going on here? It's just so crazy.
What I find very crazy about what Olivia is saying is in 20 days, she believes that she knows that this man is going to be her husband. In 20 days, she believes that she can trust this man. She believes that she knows who this man is. And look, we've heard stories of, you know, people finding each other and they only met each other for a short amount of time and they were able to have a lasting relationship. I'm not saying it is impossible, but looking at Olivia's track record, it makes it very difficult to believe that this is what this is. I'm really trying to understand, how did Olivia even meet this guy? Because you got out of jail, you was with your baby daddy in a hotel, then you came on a few days later saying y'all got into it, and then by Valentine's Day you're with somebody new, and I'm like, how did you even meet this new guy? It's just very bizarre to me. But 20 days and you are already talking about marriage, you're already talking about he's the one, and I don't know. This is very strange.
Take it slow. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna get married tomorrow. No. We're definitely taking it slow, but I'm just saying it's like already in this, it's already been, you know what I mean? Like, it's already in the future. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm very intuitive. So I already know that this man is going to be my husband. And he knows I'm going to be his wife. So it's crazy. It's insane. I'm so grateful, though. I'm so grateful. Like, and it's weird. It's like when you find your person, it's like everything just aligns. And it's like, I've been looking for you. Where you been? Where you been, homie?
Olivia said that Zolo was her person. She said that Joey was her person. She was heavily infatuated with this man, even to the point of saying that she prays that he would make her his wife. And here we are again, where she's saying that this man is her person, someone that she's known for 20 days. And then somebody in the comments is telling her to take it slow, and she's like, yeah, of course, yeah, we're going to take it slow, but you've already slept with him. You've already allowed him to be in your home. You're already talking about marrying this man. How are you taking things slow? Like, this is very weird.
Don't put faith in who? My husband? My husband? Girl, I'm crazy. No, I don't give a fuck. That nigga is my husband. Do you understand me? I think I do. I'm like a hopeless romantic because I'm a Cancer. Yeah. But no, like, even though I'm a hopeless romantic and I know I've said these things before, I've never felt in my, I never like felt it. I've said it because I'm like, oh, like, I'm trying to like, mock up a great relationship with the person. I'm trying to really, be with somebody for real. And you know, like I said, I'm a Cancer, so. But no, this is different. That's how I know it's different, because it's different. This is not like anything I felt before. Even with the people I was with the longest time, I've never felt this way. Ever. So, it has to mean something, I think. It has to mean something.
I mean, I'm glad she acknowledged that, because that's what I was thinking. Like, Olivia lives in a fantasy world. And it's almost like she lives in Disney World in her mind. You know what I'm saying? So for her to say that, it definitely speaks to what I felt about her, because I don't understand how you could just meet somebody and you're already talking about marrying them. You know, and this also explains why she completely ignores red flags, warning signs, you know, do not enter, danger ahead. Like, she completely bypasses all these warning signs, and she just solely goes off of what's in her head. And it's very weird, and it's also dangerous, because as I have expressed multiple times, she has young, small children that are vulnerable to having to live in an environment with their mother who is this way. And they're constantly being introduced to different random men. And this is why I truly worry about her children. I really worry for them.
That in itself, I just know. Like, I just know this is my man. This is the one I'm supposed to be with. Like, even in our arguments, like, oh my God, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, you guys. It's just so crazy. Like, I love him so much. It's like I loved him before I even knew him. Ew, that's so corny. But it's so true. Ew. I'm gonna just keep your guard up. Take it slow. I can't have my guard up with him. There's no reason to. You guys, this man makes me feel so safe. I don't need to have my guard up with him. Like, he literally makes me feel safe. Like, does that make sense? That's all I gotta say.
And here we are, once again. And see, Olivia is letting it be known, like, she's showing it all the way out, that she's very hard-headed. For someone with common sense to say, take it slow, keep your guard up, she's shaking her head, no, I can't. Because she don't want to. And then for her to ask the question, why? Why do I need to put my guard up? Maybe because you have children, Olivia. You have young children that are going to be coming back with you. And you don't think you protecting your children is important enough. Once again, you're showing another example of how you put men before your children. It's crazy for her to even say, does this make sense? That I love this man so much, but you've only been with him for 20 days, girl. Like, are you for real? Oh my gosh, like, I'm already seeing what is going to transpire from this. And it's sad that this girl once again shows that she doesn't care what other people think. She doesn't care what they say. She doesn't care if people are trying to tell her the truth. She doesn't care if people are trying to shake her and wake her up to reality. She doesn't want to wake up. She wants to continue to live in her own delusional world where she keeps getting bit by karma, where she keeps hitting the same brick wall over and over again. She just wants to enjoy the ride as long as it lasts, and then she'll deal with the consequences later. And she doesn't care that her consequences always ends up affecting her own children. Very sad.
Oh yeah, you guys keep talking about this man off of TikTok. I don't know why you guys keep talking about this guy. He's not my man. So I don't that's awesome that you guys think you know who I'm talking to, but you'll never know who I'm talking to unless I want you to. So, yeah. But yeah, good luck with that, baby. You look happy when you know he's going over. Yes, I feel like Liv, you walk away easy. Cheating, yes, walk away. Girl, I agree with you. I agree with you 100. We actually talked about that, and I agree with you 100%. I do walk away. Whoo, girl, if it's one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk away, honey. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to with this one. No, I'm not ever gonna walk away from this one, girl. No. Unless he cheats on me. If he does something stupid to lose me, then yeah, I mean, it's over, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm not playing tit for tat. I'm not playing any games with him. Like, when you actually find something that is divine, you have to treat it as such. So that's another reason why I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to say anything. Not even the color of his skin, not even the I want to, because he's just so freaking perfect. Not perfect for real, but he's just perfect in my eyes, and I'm just so infatuated with him. But I'm not going to, because that's not what I'm not supposed to do that with this one. I'm not supposed to. No. It's like I love him. I love him too much to even play about him. So, no. I'm not playing with him. Like, you guys don't understand how much I love this man. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. So anyway.
Wow. This is actually really sad. And it's sad. It's sad for a few reasons, but it's sad right here because Olivia in the past has spoken about other women being pick-me's. And here we are again hearing Olivia speak about a man who she is openly infatuated with, whom she says is perfect. Where did we hear that before? Oh, right, Kalani's dad. She said the same thing about him. Like, this is really sad to me, to watch a woman be this clueless, be this immature in her thinking, and really not be at a point in her life where she can get a grasp of where she keeps going wrong. And this is not someone in her 20s. This is someone who is closer to the age of 40. And she just got through saying that she learned a lot. She got a lot out of her time being in jail and how it gave her a different perspective on life. And this is what we are seeing. Nothing has changed. And this is unfortunate because when you listen to this woman, you can clearly see the inconsistencies in what she says and what she shows. But yet she has women in her community that seem to not be able to see these inconsistencies. They just keep supporting. And I'm very concerned about these women that are watching her. Nobody's really holding her accountable for what she's showing. Like, this is weird. It's very strange. But overall, I am, as I've stated multiple times in this video, and I can't stress it enough, I'm more concerned for Kalani and AJ because they are about to be put back into this same atmosphere, this same environment. And I honestly believe that where they are right now, it is more of a better situation for them being there versus being with Olivia right now. And I really fear those kids coming back into this situation with their mother. I think this is a very sad situation because although I do try to give Olivia the benefit of the doubt, I'm not blind and I'm not deaf. I see and I hear everything that Olivia says. And I'm just not convinced that things are going to change for the betterment of those children. This is very concerning. Honestly, it's very concerning.
Oh, I haven't been in relationships that have lasted long. I feel like this one is different just because of who he is. But yeah, prayer. Okay. And that's another thing I will say. Like, every single thing that I wanted, I have with him. Like, every single thing that I have, like, expressed to you guys, this man is the embodiment of it. So, it's just... I'm gonna love him. AJ, I am going to love AJ so... I mean, I already do. But I'm just going to... You know, even... I don't care. Like, I don't mind admitting anything. I am a mom before anything. And even though I know I love my children, they are the best part of me. They are everything that is good. They are the reason I wake up in the morning. They're the reason that I live. Like, I would honestly, I don't care if that sounds like, oh my God, you're such a loser. I don't want to live in a world where I don't have children. I don't. God put me here to have children. Yes, of course, there's so much more to the world than having children. I get it. But I am a mother first, period. Like, my kids make my worlds. They are my worlds. But even though I say all that, I'm not a perfect mom. I've never been a perfect mom. I never claimed to be perfect. And even when I was sitting in jail, I realized so much more that I could do better for my children. And just, I'm just going to be an even better mom. I am. I'm going to be an even better mom. And, you know, I'm just going to, I already love my children so much, but I want them to really know that how much they're loved, because I want them to go out into the world and I want them to love, you know. I don't want them to be hurtful or hateful or carry any of the bullshit around of their parents, or, you know. And there's only so much we can do. I know, like, life is life, but I don't know. There's no one person that just, like, scores nothing but A's on their mom report card. It doesn't work that way. We all fall short in whatever ways we fall short, but as long as we just try our best, you know. But I feel like if we love our kids enough, you know, we show them love, then they'll turn around and they'll go out and they'll love in this world. Especially everybody, but as mothers, our boys need to feel that love from a woman. Because if they don't, baby, they are so... Girl, they are so misguided by everything else.
Olivia said even when she was sitting in jail, she was thinking of all the ways she could be a better mom. And yet you came on here prior to my last video saying how you were going to continue to yell at your children. That is not going to change. But because I came back with a video explaining more in depth how you have put men before your children, how you have continued to show that you are just going to be the same mother you was to your children prior to going to jail, Now you want to come on here and try to clean it up. Because this is why she's saying what she's saying right here. And I just feel, again, Olivia, you're not being honest about what it is that you're saying right here. Because if you're saying that you're going to continue to love on your children because you want your children to extend love to the world as they get older, what do you think happens when a child doesn't feel that? But instead, all they get from you is you raising your voice at them all the time, screaming at them, cussing at them. What do you think is going to happen to those children? And, it's like Olivia always tries to separate boys from girls as to make it seem like boys need to be loved on more, because she's speaking from a hurt place. Because she herself has gone through a lot of bad experiences with men, she tries to pay more close attention in her conversations when it comes to raising young boys correctly, because in her experience, she has dealt with men who were not raised correctly by their mothers. But what Olivia fails to realize is you're doing the same thing, if not worse. You're not showing a different type of way of embracing and uplifting young boys to become, respectful young men. You're causing trauma. You're causing issues to where they can't respect a woman. You have AJ that literally hits you, being a woman, being a mother. You have AJ that hits his sister. You have AJ literally hitting his teacher in daycare. So if he can become that to you at 3 years of age, what do you think that's going to translate to as he gets older? Unless you show him a different way. But if you come on here and say, I'm a good mom because I yell at my kids, I'm going to continue to raise my voice at my children. What y'all think this was? How is that showing that you care about your children to the point where you will stop doing what you've done in the past that was incorrect? See, again, I can't take you seriously because it's easy for you after the fact. After I said what I said in my last video, it's easy for you to now come on here and try to make it seem like, oh, you had this revelation of all the things that you can do better to be a better mother. But prior to me saying what I said, it was given the same. You could care less about how it was when it came to how you speak to your children. You said that wasn't verbal abuse. That was you getting your children together. But I had to break down what verbal abuse was to give you a more rounded understanding of what it is that you're doing to your children. The same way you show concern for your sons not growing up to be disrespectful to women and bringing children into the world, you should have even more care and concern for your daughters, making sure they don't end up in abusive relationships with men, making sure they're not getting pregnant by the wrong men. Like, I don't understand how in your mind you're justifying why your sons need more of your love and affection than your daughters. But like I said before, it only makes sense when I look at it from the standpoint of you're coming from a hurt place. You're only looking at it from your experience because of what you deal with men. But both your sons and daughters deserve to have a healthy outlook on love and relationships. And they can't get that from you if you keep giving them what you've been giving them. And it's bare minimum. It's you love on them when it's convenient, but you push them away when you don't want to be bothered. The last thing that I'm going to say before we close is this. You cannot keep using the excuse of nobody's perfect, you're not perfect, when it comes to the conversations of you being a mom. I think I speak for everybody when I say nobody is expecting you to be perfect. None of us are perfect. But understanding that doesn't excuse the fact that you don't go through life not fighting to become the best you can be. The same way I used to in the beginning, I would say become the better, the best version of yourself. You gravitated to that and you use that to tell your audience, be the best version of yourself. That still applies to motherhood, Olivia. You can you can strive to become perfect in anything you set your mind to. It doesn't mean you're going to reach full perfection. It just means that you strive for that perfection. And I just feel that every time you come on here and you speak these same words about you're not perfect, nobody's perfect, you're using that as an excuse to justify why you keep choosing to show up being the mother that you are showing yourself to be. And it is very lackluster. It is given very much bare minimum. And you should feel a certain way about that as a mother. You said you love being a mom. You couldn't see yourself living in any world without children. If that is truly your heart's truth, that you love being a mom, it will show in the type of mother you display yourself to be. It's not proving anything to the internet. It's about proving to yourself that you can do better. And you can love on your children and treat your children the way that they deserve to be loved and treated. But y'all, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.